Shedeur Sanders is the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about Shedeur. Oh my goodness, Shedeur. Oh, drove so fast. Oh. Now, granted, I am not going to agree with that stance. He shouldn't have did it. It's wrong. When you are going at those high levels of speed, you can put your own life at risk. You're putting others at risk. And it's just not a smart thing to do. Young people tend to think that they're very, very invincible. They don't listen. And when you give a young person a expensive sports car and they're living their dream of being where they want to be in regards to their careers, you tend to think that you're on top of the world. So we're gonna make sure that we know that he's wrong. He needs to be better. He will be better, and we can be able to hold him to a higher standard and hold him to that to make sure that we know that, hey, listen, that's not the right thing to do. But here's what I don't like. People like Colin Cowherd, who have a platform as big as it is, and you take to your platform and you say to your audience that you are completely off the Shedeur Sanders train because of this particular incident. What that says to me is that you never were on it in the first place. If you're so quick to jump off the train because of this transgression, it's a bad one. But he wasn't drunk. He wasn't, he was reckless, but he wasn't drunk. So there's two different things here. This is a young guy. I never write off a young person in their 20s because guess what? You're not at a level of maturity yet. You're an adult legally, but you're still trying to figure things out as an adult. Adult life is different. There's different responsibilities. The higher your celebrity is the more eyes you're going to have on you, and he has to understand that. And he will. But here's my question for Colin Cowherd. Did you say that about LeBron James when he was cited for going over 100? Did you say that for Derrick Rose when he got cited? I think clause somewhere close. Did Derrick Rose get that same treatment that you're giving Shedeur? Here's a good one. Did Lamar Jackson get that type of criticism? Because you know what I couldn't find on my phone, Silent Assassin? And I scoured. And I made sure that Jimmy the super intern checked for me too. And guess what he couldn't find? He couldn't find any videos or any criticisms of Lamar Jackson recording himself going 105. I didn't say Colin Cowherd say anything. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, if he said something, then cool. But I couldn't find it. So you're off the train for them. But what's the difference between those guys and Shedeur? It's because Shedeur is a late round pick and you're pushing this narrative because there's a lot of people out there that don't want Shedeur to succeed. So of course you're going to take to your pulpit and talk about you're off the bandwagon. You never were on it in the first place. How did that guy LeBron James turn out after his 100-mile-per-hour sighting, huh? Pretty good. What about Derrick Rose? You know what happened? The Bulls paid his fine. Because you know what they thought? They thought the world of him. They said that this young guy, we're going to make sure that we figure it out for him because we believe that he's a great person. And on top of that, we believe that he can be a great ambassador for our city. What has Derrick Rose turned into for the city of Chicago? A great ambassador. Oh, who would have known? Lamar Jackson. How many MVPs does he have now? Few, right? Worked out pretty good for him too. So, and there's so many other examples of this. So I'd love to know where Colin Cowherd was then. Because this is the same dude that said, hey, LeBron, we got Ben Simmons. We're good, bro. Probably the worst sports take in the history of the world. So, excuse me for not taking him seriously. When he's talking about Shedeur, oh, I'm writing on Shedeur, then make sure you keep that same energy when the kid does start to mature. Because he's already doing great things in the city of Cleveland. You don't talk about that, but you talk about this. You see how that works? Mm-hmm. Is that instead of highlighting somebody's positives, you want to highlight the negatives. And this is bad because he got cited twice, I believe, in the same week. Mm-hmm. So he's out there wilding. We're not even trying to sugarcoat that. He is wrong. But for you to say that you're out on a kid, what type of high horse are you on? Anybody that says that they're out on a kid, make sure that you have a perfect life. Make sure that if you have kids, that they don't get caught. Because you sound like a hypocrite at that point. I will never be out on a child. And Shedeur, to me, is still a child. Mm. He's going to be able to mature and know that as a quarterback, there's a different level of behavior that they're requesting, that they're expecting of you. And hey, he might have to learn a lesson, and it might be at the expense of his Cleveland Browns tenure. Who knows? We'll see how this plays out. If they haven't let him go yet, I don't believe that they're going to. So again, it's just funny how people just like to criticize and ostracize a guy that has been pretty much the whipping stick for a lot of pundits out there because it's easy, it's low-hanging fruit. Just keep that same energy. When he's playing well, don't talk about it. Only highlight the negative stuff, Colin Cowherd. Because according to you, kids can't make mistakes. But you give passes to the other people. I wonder why. Interesting. You know me, I don't care for sports media. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't need to work for Fox. I don't need to work for ESPN. I don't. I'm going to call people out when it's need to. This is BS. You don't talk about a kid like that. Yeah, it's reckless. Absolutely. We've seen examples of players putting other people at risk. Other people gotten killed. Other people have gotten imprisoned by it. Yes, it's a big deal. But to say that you are off or out on a kid, that's not the right thing to do. You're not setting an example of being a mature figure that he can be able to, maybe have a conversation with based on the take that you had. If he heard a positive take, he could be like, you know what? I heard Colin's show and, I can understand that. And you can be able to sway an opinion and really make a kid see the error of his ways. But when you go to that level and you're a grown-ass person, don't make mistakes. Don't throw stones from a glass house. That's all I'm saying.